all doing well. I thought we should do a mid-year planner flip. It's the end of June. One Book July 2024 is getting ready to start. This will be my one book for One Book July, but it's kind of, except for me kind of dipping into a pocket Moleskine for a little while, which didn't last too long, this has been my one book for the whole year. So, or thus far. So I thought mid-year planner flip would be good. So what my plan is, I've already recorded this once, and first of all, the audio wasn't great. Secondly, I'm catching myself like listing where stuff is from. I'm not really talking about like, I don't know. I felt myself getting very repetitive. That's what I guess I'm trying to say. So I'm going to link everything down below. I know that can look really intimidating. And the reason I link everything down below is if somebody sees something and they think, wow, that insert would be really useful for me, and they want to know where to get it, I don't want them to have to wait around for me to answer them. I want them to have that information right away. So there's a big old listy list down below of all the links to everything. However, if I missed anything, let me know. It is an extensive list. So if there's something you see and I didn't mention it, and you're not finding it, please don't hesitate to let me know, okay? And I will find it for you. So this is Personal Rings Moterm in the Veg Tan Caramel leather, and already the ants. Oh, go away, bud. Go away, friend. Okay, sorry. For my pen, I have been using my typical, it's a tulle pen body because I find it pretty. And inside of it, I do take out the refill that's in here and I put in the same refill that goes in a Uniball 207 with the ultra micro nib. They are the same size, use the same spring as the tulle refills, and so they fit beautifully, and I really like the really fine nib. So I'm using that for pretty much all of my planning because some of my inserts have kind of narrow rule. So, and I do tend to write small, but this comes out pretty nice in those narrow rule. And then I'm using either this or some variation. Honestly, this one just came today and I haven't inked it yet, but it's a Jinhao 82. I use the extra fine fountain pen from Amazon. Super inexpensive, but a gazillion colors, and I like the size of them. I have small hands and I find the size perfect, and I really love to journal with these. So let's do a planner flip, and I'm going to try to not let it go on forever. So Personal Rings Moterm Veg Tan Leather Color Caramel. I do feel I already said that, but I didn't want to miss it. So stickers and washi strips, I believe, are all from Southern Belle Plans. When I get to my weeklies, there is some deco stuff. I'll tell you where that's from. Washi tape, I believe, is all from Paper Minty Studio. So hopefully I won't keep repeating myself. This is a die cut from Southern Belle Plans. This, I printed the August calendar from the freebie from Sterling Ink. I sized it down a bit to fit in this pocket. It was like a 3x3 journal card printed on photo paper. And you know what? We won't even worry about pockets because we're going to get to all that anyway. I made this dashboard on Canva. It's just clip art and screenshots from Instagram. Flyleaf. This is a bookmark from Southern Belle Plans. I didn't have the heart to punch it and put it in the rings because it's so stinking pretty, but I wanted to see it every day. So it goes right in front there. And then we go into my inbox right up front. This is a freebie from Watch Becca Plan. It's a fold out. So you get the yearly overview. These are like my monthly recurring tasks. And then in the inside, there's a summary for each month. I have a bunch of financial stuff written on it. And then I use the coded inbox from Plan with B. So this is obviously my inbox. So anything just gets dumped in here. I cross it off when it's done. Super simple. There is a column for a code. I don't really use a code. Obviously, it's either home, both cars, one of the kids, whatever. So that is just kind of things get dumped in there. I don't really have a monthly to-do list right now because I pull from this. If something comes up that needs to get done right away, it ends up on my weekly to-do list anyway. So this is almost like brain dump slash inbox slash monthly task list. And let's see, any little tabs you see like this, my month, my week, my day, I just used Post-it tabs and my label maker. And then for any extra lists up front here, like my waiting for list or for my projects, that's the 4mm daily log from the Ghosting pen. So here I just have like when I've ordered something and I'm waiting for it, notes for One Book July, notes for knitting Christmas scarves, and then a couple of extras. And then we get into my month. Any of these floral journal cards, you'll see them throughout, are from the Spring Ambiance journal card set from Journaling Home on Etsy. Anna makes beautiful, beautiful cards. So I print them on photo paper. I usually print some kind of background on regular paper, and then I just decorate it up a little bit. So when you see those, any of those florals, photos, that's all Anna's lovely doing. So for my months, I have the full year in here. I separate them by month, obviously with the tabs, which I would tell you where they're from, but I found them on Amazon a little while ago, maybe almost a year ago, and they are no longer listed and the shop is no longer there. So any old monthly tabs will do. And again, I just stick them on the Post-it sticky tabs so I can move them or reuse them. These covers, the month covers, are a floral set from Hey Planner Girl on Etsy. So it comes with this cover, and they all have kind of a different pattern on the inside. They're so pretty. And then Tabby from Southern Belle Plans sent me that vellum, which matches so well, and it makes me incredibly happy. Thank you so much, Tabby. That set from Hey Planner Girl also comes with the yearly overview, and then you go into each month. So each month has a calendar, as you can see. I just mark birthdays on them. And to mark those and within my month, I use microdots from Paper Planner Bliss. So that's those. I was also using these in my weeklies, but I stopped because she's currently on a break and I want to ration these until I know that I can get more. So, but they are all over in my monthlies. So like I said, I mark birthdays on here. So there's my month cover page. Anything I need to make note of, I can use sticky notes over there. Then it is a month and 4 pages from Paper Test Designs is what I've been using this year. So on the front page for the month, this is kind of my currently list, like what have I been taking in. So what have I been watching, reading, listening to. And then up here, I just mark just with a Tombow any day I finish a book. And then there's the list of books, obviously, the stuff I've been watching. Podcasts would go below that. And there is what my months have been looking like. So I've been trying to stick to, you know, like one of the kids' work schedules. Instead of writing jacket work, you know, I just put the times with a dot. It's a lot less work and it's a lot less better use of my space. Anything really important goes down here. I haven't really been using this section a whole lot, and maybe that's something we can address during One Book July. And then the back is my gratitude. Now I did really well with the gratitude for a little while, and then I took a couple of dips, but I've noticed that my dips in my gratitude tend to happen when I'm journaling more. So because I've been doing a win for the day every day on my day on 2 pages, I might change what I'm using this back page for. But I also really like this back page, so I don't know. So flip, flip, flip. There's February's cover page, the currently page, and we'll go a little more and then we'll talk about all the little icons and stuff. Here's March. April, May, and then I'm going to come back to this in 1 second, but I don't want to forget there's June. So that's the first 6 months of the year. So this is a little bit more cleaned up, a little more organized than I had it at the beginning of the year. So here are those micro dots from Paper Planner Bliss. And then these, where it says like Father's Day, Summer Begins, Juneteenth, these are also from Paper Planner Bliss, and they come with both these typewritten labels, and they have a matching icon that goes with it, which was great because then I could do both my monthly and my weekly for holidays. And they're tiny. They're great for in like a pocket Moleskine, but they also work great in here. So if you wanted to see, like, there's Juneteenth, And then let me show you what the icon looks like so that I don't forget. Right here. And then like this was summer begins. Summer begins. So I have it written out on the monthly, and then I have the icon in the weekly to maximize my, use my space wisely in there. Let's see, what else was I going to tell you about the monthlies? I don't mind the smaller boxes, surprisingly, because I have the dots and I have space for a key. And I got really attached to the smaller monthly using the Pocket Moleskine last year. So this monthly really does it for me. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And then I just mark the current week with a book dart. I do have the rest of the year in here. And then we go into my weeklies. And these are from Plan with B. They are the weekly snapshot insert. It's a week on one page. And it's a little bare at the beginning. The first 6 months of this year have been tough. June's been better, but we got health things going on with family members and it's a little stressful. So I have been doing a lot more, we'll talk about this in One Book July too, but I'm doing a lot more of printing pictures, printing screenshots. I separate up my months with this or something similar like this. I searched Canva for January dashboard, something like that. And this all popped up. I didn't insert any of these photos in here, anything. I loved it, so I printed it as is. But here's how my weeklies look. It's my dad. Look at how his crazy long hair. This is my dad and his sister, my aunt, comparing whose hair was longer when my aunt and uncle went and visited my parents in January. I can't believe my dad's hair got that long. So obviously a lot of very kind of bare, using icons as much as possible. I really like having my week on one page like this. Oh my gosh, this was when my son Jack brought his motorcycle home. I'm supportive. I just want him safe. But that was a really fun day. He went on an adventure that day. There's my dad again. So as you can see, and we're going to talk about this in One Book July, but like blank space like that, sometimes it serves a purpose, right? My son Clayton made a massive sandwich. Oh, and I almost forgot to tell you. So when I said I separate up my months with different things, like here I used a dashboard from Canva. That one was a dashboard from Canva. I fell in love with this and I thought it looked perfect for the beginning of March. This is a deco page from, I think, the November 2023 journaling kit from Journaling Home. And I fell in love with this when she released it. So I had to put it in. I thought it reminded me of spring. So I put it in here to mark March. That's what March is looking like. So essentially what you have here is a summary of each day at the top, and the center section is kind of the descriptors of that summary, and then the bottom section is my weekly task list. This cracks me up. This is a dashboard from Lauren's Plans on Etsy. I love it. It's so springy. The colors are so perfect. And then this is a freebie from Southern Belle Plans. A lot of times she does a monthly freebie in her Instagram story, so you can just screenshot it and then resize it and print it. So I put that on the back of there. I'm printing on a lot of sticky notes, sterling ink. And as we get a little further here, this is my parents and their friends when their friends went down for a visit. A note from Tabby. Thank you, Tabby. Here is where, here's where I changed up my system over here a little bit. This is from the June journaling kit from Journaling Home. You'll see it again in my dailies. I used it as my separator here between May and June. So here's where I went to the larger dots. Like I said, I was kind of rationing my micro dots, and I have a ton of these. They're from that pack that you can get of like rolls of washi dots from Amazon. And I thought, well, I'm using the micro dots up in the monthlies. I can fit these, like these fit perfectly. I need to use these up. I have a ton of them, right? So that was what the key at the beginning of the weekly was. Now, a lot of these dots do come up more in my dailies, but this one for Jack's work schedule is in my weeklies quite a bit, and then this one for when I finished a book. Those are the two that show up in my weeklies. The rest of them are in my dailies quite a bit. So I'm gonna get to a little more. Here's a good one. So these icons are from Randy Plans. So they're house stuff, basically. That's what I usually leave that bottom row for. House stuff, car stuff, stuff like that. And then the big green dots are one of the boys' work schedules because he and I share a car. He's home from college for the summer and we share my car. He's the one who bought the motorcycle, but he has to finish lessons on it first. So we're still sharing my car. And we live in the Midwest. It does rain. I don't want him on the motorcycle when it's raining, obviously. So we share my car. So these mark his schedule, and then I put that over here. So anything he's doing, he's going to want the car for, work schedule, things like that. That goes here. Anything else that's up here that's like my stuff that I need to do or stuff I want to watch or whatever, goes on this side. So this is kind of my column. This is kind of everybody else's column. This is the task column. And I went digging through my stash, I want to say maybe back in April, and I found, I can't believe I forgot I had these skinny strips from Let's Make It Sparkle, and they are the perfect width to serve as kind of a header over the dates, because these, I think you saw earlier, but they have kind of a gray bar, which is perfect. And I kind of thought, oh, what if I want a little more color? Maybe I'll take a Tombow, and go over it. And then I remembered, wait a minute, I think I still have some of those. So I did have some of those. So I dug them out and used them, and I ordered more. So, and they're the perfect size. They fit perfectly. So that's what I've done probably since April-ish. Yeah, got several weeks here. I just like it. It just brings a little more color. Bookmark is from Southern Belle Plans. All my bookmarks are from Southern Belle Plans. And then here is next week. This is this week right now. That's why this little guy is here. And then this is the beginning of July. This is a deco page from the July Journaling Home journal kit. And this is part of why this had to happen, because, oh, it's green done right. And this looks so good with it. Anna is so smart. So I have the whole year of week on one page in there. So tasks tend to go from my inbox kind of directly into my weeklies, since I'm not using monthly tasks right now. I don't foresee that changing. It's been working pretty well. So my tasks from my inbox, any reminders from the inbox, things like that, they tend to all go directly into the weeklies when I want to get them done. And vice versa. If I jot something down thinking, oh, I really should do that this week, and it doesn't happen, I do go stick it in the inbox if I know it isn't going to get done in the upcoming week as well. If I know I'm pushing 2 weeks and something's not going to get done, I move it to the inbox. Let's see. So now we're into my dailies. Those are Southern Belle Plans. This was an idea I got from Vixie Plans. She has, I think it's laminated, a beautiful like butterfly that's laminated, and it's only half. And I had this spring watercolor set. I want to say it's either from PD Designs or Patty Shop Art. I'll link it down below. So I blew it up real big in Canva, and it covered up that blank page nicely. I split up my dailies the same way I do my weeklies, with some kind of, a lot of times it's one of the deco pages from Journaling Home. Sometimes it's a calendar from Sterling Ink. So here is my journaling kit goes first in my dailies. So here is the June kit from Journaling Home. And I just mark it with one of these from, oh my goodness, I'm having a brain cramp. I'll mark it down below. Oh, I can't remember who made these. That's so terrible. And then these are, you know what? Those are Traveler's Company. That's what those are. So I started June in a day on one page from Pink Mouse Planner Shop, and that was fine. I was journaling on here. I wasn't doing a whole bunch of like tasks and keeping track of my schedule so much. There's my kitty Frankie. And then halfway through the month, I shifted to day on two page from Planner Room Shop. And I did throw this into GoodNotes and tweak it a little bit. This box down here is usually filled with this color. I took that out, and then this usually has each line has a circle at the end to serve as, like a tick box. And I took those off as well. And I want to say everything else is the same. Oh, and I think I took a header off of here. And it is just now occurring to me, the other thing I had put into GoodNotes and tweaked, I said I was going to talk about, and I didn't. So let's pause the dailies for a moment. I'm really sorry about this, but it's important. Let's go back to the monthlies. So right behind my June cover page this is from a free set from Watch Becca Plan. If you find Watch Becca Plan on Instagram, she has a link in her bio. So many freebies, you all. It's gobsmacking. So thank you, Becca, for all the freebies. I usually keep a list every summer of like just the stuff we did, especially with Liam since he's the youngest. And so these I popped into GoodNotes. I did tweak it a little bit. She has several inserts in that one pack, but this was the one I knew I'd use the most. I do think I might need to print one more, or like to print one more for my like ideas, stuff we want to do. But this is my list of stuff we've done for the summer. So I'll move that over here to July when it's time. So anyway, but I didn't want to forget to mention that because there's a ton there, and Becca is amazing. So this is, like I said, this is the daily, and it's undated. So I found Randy Plans has these dated lines, and you can get them in several different formats, several different fonts. And I love this. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera. I love this because I can use this same, undated insert over and over and over again. But I like it when the day is uniform. I don't necessarily like filling it in by hand. I don't feel that my handwriting is all that great. So I love that I can it doesn't take me long at all. Just put them on the whole month and be done with it. I like the size of the grid a whole lot. So I've been doing my wins for the day, journaling, prompt, response, just regular journaling, any quotes, things like that. And that has been going really well. So I do have my eye on one other day on 2 pages that I kind of want to take a look at to see if I'm going to keep using this one for July or if I might change it to another one. But I am super, super happy with this. And I have, oh my goodness, I have a lot of those in there. A lot. And then this little section toward the back of my dailies, Lauren from Lauren's Plans made me this, and I love it. It makes me happy. So it sits right here with its coordinating page flag. Thank you, Lauren. And this just marks, I think I got this image on Canva. This just marks a little note section. So I would just need to make a quick list. If there's something I want to take notes on really quick, it's nice that it's right at the back of my dailies. These notes pages are from Lauren's Plans as well. And then this last notes section is just kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. I love Letterkenny, so I found this on Etsy and had to print it. I think this is from Berlin Apparel. I have a list of like astronomy stuff, like meteor showers and conjunctions and stuff that I want to watch. Here's my summer stuff to do thing that I think I might transfer to a Watch Becca Plan insert. Some stuff for my dad. And then it's just notes, stuff I want to do on our trip to Orkney. More stuff from my dad, and then some blanks just in case. That's just Tomoe River paper that I cut out of something. A spoke to log from Plan with B so that I can refer back, obviously, for important phone calls and whatnot, emails, whatever. This is a fold out from Peanuts Planner Co. that I just have house stuff on that I want to get done. This was just a dashboard I made in Canva. And then I have a whole bunch of sticky notes. All the decorative sticky notes are from Sterling Ink, and I believe the list ones are all Paper Test Designs. And then I just have more pretties because they're pretty. And then some memory keeping stuff, like, we went to see the Titanic exhibit, Science and Industry Museum. This whimsy card is from Southern Belle Plans. That goes in every planner with me. That moves from planner to planner. My favorite picture from Orkney. And I think that is it. I have a whole bunch of, this is all Randy Plans stickers back here, all those little icons you saw. And goodness sakes, I feel like that's everything. All right. I think we made it, you all. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful, and I sure as heck hope it stayed in frame the whole time because I wasn't watching after the beginning. So I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a holler if you have any questions, okay? And I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.